solving problems using scientific notation. I'm on page 313. This runs through 318. I'm on the bottom of 313 where it says new concept. It says to multiply numbers written in scientific notation, multiply the coefficients, and to find the coefficient of the product. Then we multiply the powers of 10 by adding exponents. And remember, when we add exponents, it's as easy as, or when we multiply exponents, it's as easy as adding exponents. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to change this color. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. So the first one looks like this on the bottom. It says 1.2 times 10 to the 6th power times 4 times 10 to the 8th power. So all we do is multiply the coefficients. So we have 1.2 times 4, so that's 4.8, times 10 to the 14th power. Remember, when we multiply exponents, we are simply adding exponents. Okay, flipping over to the back side, we'll go up to example 1. Example 1 says this: 1.2 times 10 to the 5th times 3 times 10 to the 5th. Pretty easy because we know 1.2 times 3 is 3.6. Let me do this again. 3.6. And we know that 10 to the 5th power times 10 to the 5th power is 10 to the 10th power. So it's 3.6 times 10 to the 10th. It's not too bad. Look on B on page 314. It says 4.0 times 10 to the 4th times 5.0 times 10 to the 5th. 4 times 5 is 20. And then we have 10 to the 4th times 10 to the 5th is 10 to the 9th. Now we have one little thing we have to fix here. It says the answer is not in proper form because the coefficient has 2 digits. So we have to move this from here to here. And we change that to 2.0 times 10 to the 10th. Okay. Remember, when we're looking at scientific notation, one numeral in the coefficient. Let's jump over to example 2. Number 2 says, light travels at a speed of about 300,000 kilometers per second. An hour is 3,600 seconds. Write both numbers in scientific notation, then estimate the distance light travels in 1 hour using scientific notation. So 300,000 is the same as 3.0 times 10 to the 5th kilometers per second. Below that, the measure 3,600 seconds is the same as 3.6 times 10 to the 3rd seconds. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here. Easier to look at. Let's try that. And then if we multiply those together, 3.6 times 3 is 18, carry the 1, 9, 10, decimal 1 is 10.8 times 10 to the 8th power in kilometers. Now, since we need to fix this coefficient, we'll just move this back here. And we'll say 1.08 times 10 to the 9th kilometers. Okay, that's example 2. Jumping up to example 3. Now, how do you divide? Dividing shouldn't be too tough, because all we do is divide the coefficients, and then when we divide exponents, like we did before, we're merely subtracting exponents. Good. And let's make this a little bit bigger here. So if we're looking at exercise 3 on A, 1.44, or 1 in 44 hundredths, times 10 to the 12th, divided by 1.2 times 10 to the 8th. Now first of all, if I'm going to divide 1.44 divided by 1.2, I have this. But I know I have to move the decimal over here and here. So now we have 12 goes into 14 once. 2 left over, bring down the 4. 12 goes into 24 twice. So we have 1.2. Now, when we look at the coefficients 12 and 8, 12 subtract 8, we have 1.2, or 1 2/10 times 10 to the 4th power. Next one. Looks like this. 3.0 times 10 to the 8th divided by 4.0 times 10 to the 4th. Now we know 3 divided by 4 is 0.75, and we know that if we have an exponent of 8 and 4 and we divide them, we're merely subtracting, so we have 0.75 times 10 to the 4th. Now, it's not going to work here because we have the quotient's not in the proper form. So we're going to move this, and now we're going to say this is 7.5 times 10 to the 3rd. Last one in 3 looks like this. $7.5 times 10 to the 6 divided by 2.5 times 10 to the 6. Dividing coefficients, we have 7.5 divided by 2.5 is 3. 10.6 divided by 10.6 is like 6 subtract 6, so that's times 10 to the 0. Remember, anything to the 0 power is 1, so we have 3 times 1, or 3. I think that's going to get you started. If you need help with exercise 4, come and see me. Go ahead and work on your lesson. If this is tough, we'll go back and we'll work on the practice up together. So again, this is lesson 46, solving problems using scientific notation. You're on page 313 to 318. And good luck.